Their work inside Syria is done. The UN chemical weapons team have crossed into Lebanon, armed with the information that should prove conclusively that chemical weapons were used last week. Their job here, though, was not to decide who was responsible, but the Americans already have. They've said 1,429 people were killed on August the 21st. And President Obama is clear. It was the Syrian regime, and there will be consequences.
We in the army and armed forces don't fear America or any other country. We are firm on our position because we are defending our country and our nation.
That defiance has helped rally the pro-Assad forces in Damascus. Their allies in Moscow have called on the Americans to go through the United Nations. President Putin has said blaming the Syrian regime is utter nonsense.
Unilateral use of force without authorization of the UN Security Council, no matter how limited it is, will be a clear violation of the international law, will undermine prospects for political and diplomatic resolution of the conflict in Syria, will lead to a new round of confrontation and new casualties. This should not be allowed.
The US insists no final decisions have been made, but they are poised to strike.
High-value targets of one sort or another, like government installations, airfields, maybe a couple of naval ports, really high-value stuff that will make the Syrian regime think very, very carefully before it embarks on using chemical weapons again.
After British military involvement was ruled out this week in Westminster, Britain is watching on as the French prepare to work alongside America.
It's a wake-up call for the British as to exactly who they are and what role they want in the world in the future, and it may be a good reality check as to what the British are really, honestly, capable of these days.
The timing and the scope of a missile strike is now being analysed around the world, not least in Syria. So too, the consequences of every move. Tom Parmenter, Sky News.